Hello traders, and welcome to this training session. We're going to look at how to actually open and close trades, how to use your stop loss, and how to trade using the system. This is a live recording. We are actually doing a seminar at this moment, so I might stop here and there to take questions here in the seminar, but we will be taking you through all the necessary steps on how to actually trade with our system and also trade making your own decisions. Alright, so what we're going to start with is just open your MetaTrader and log into your demo account. Now your MetaTrader should look something like this. It might not look exactly the same, but don't worry. Just go, you'll see most of you will probably have 4 charts open. Just go on all the charts, go click the X just to close all the charts so that you have a grey screen such as I do at the moment. Alright, then first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to open a new chart. All this has been covered in your training DVDs as well. So if you're not sure or if I'm going a bit too fast, you're welcome to revisit the training DVDs which actually take you through this in detail. Alright, so opening a new chart is very easy. That's an icon here on the left hand side. It's got a big green plus in it. You just click down and then you click the instrument that you want to trade. I'm just going to take Euro USD as an example. Alright, then it opens a chart. Just maximize the chart by clicking this button over here. Right, so this is your general chart. This is a default chart. It's what it looks like. I'm going to take you through the chart quickly, what you're looking at and so on. Alright, so what you're looking at is a chart. It's the history of the Euro USD. What does that mean? It means the Euro versus the USD exchange rate. So as you can see, the Euro being the first currency is actually the price we're looking at, and it has dropped quite substantially over the last period. So this would have been from 19 August down to today. The price has been moving downwards. So you're looking at a history of how the price has moved in the past. So if we take a closer look, I'm just going to zoom in a bit. You can see what we have are these bars going either down or up, and basically this is how much price has moved in a certain unit of time. Now the unit of time can be adjusted. If you have a look just at the top of your chart, you'll see you've got these little buttons starting with M1 and ending at MN. So these symbolize the time frame that you're looking at per bar. So at the moment it's set to H1, which is 1 hour. So what that means is that for every bar here would represent price movement within an hour. So as you can see, not all of them are the same size. The reason being that in some hours the price would have moved more and in others would have moved less. So I'm also just going to change the type of graph. Some of you might have heard of candlesticks. Now candlesticks are basically just bars that are colored in, and it shows exactly the same. In this case you'll see there are 2 different colors of candlesticks, white and then black. The reason for that is it just shows you that for that period, which is still on the 1 hour, the price either moved up or down. The black showing an upward movement and the white showing a downward movement. Alright, so you can change the time frame. We have it on 1 hour now, so we can change it up to 1 month. And you can see now each of these candles actually represents the movement of price for 1 month. So each of these are 1 month's worth of movement. As you can see, all of a sudden at the bottom it starts at 1 September 2009. That's basically, we've zoomed out of the market. We're looking at it from a much wider time frame. And then again you can zoom in, go back to 1 minute time frame. So as you can see, each of these actually represent a minute in movement, and you can actually see how the price is actually moving at that moment. So this is basically zooming in as much as you can into the market. You can't really see much of what's going on because you really zoomed in or looking at it under a magnifying glass, so you don't get the whole picture. We like trading on the 1 hour and 4 hour time frames just because we have a nice idea or get a nice idea of what the market has been doing over the last while. It's not too short and not too long. Alright, so I'm going to keep it to 1 hour. But that's basically your chart, and what it shows. You can change the colors and so on. That is also on your training discs. So if you want to do that, just go to your training discs, and it'll show you how to change the charts and to customize them according to the way you like to see them. You can change basically everything from the color of the background to the bars to the candles, and to the lines, everything. Alright, so yeah, so that's basically your chart. Now, as I said, we're just looking at one chart for this example, but you can open as many charts as you like at any given time. I'm just going to open a second chart, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and as you can see at the bottom here, it shows the previous one. So you can also just toggle between the different charts, and you can have as many charts on here as you wish. Alright, so for the next part, what I'm going to show you is actually how to open your trades. There have been some updates to the MetaTrader software, so it actually makes it a lot easier to open and close your trades. So what you can do is on your chart, you can just have a look next to the currency pair. There's a very small arrow. If you click on it, it will actually open this a trader's keypad where you can sell and buy the currency or the instrument on the chart that you have opened. In this case, it's on Euro USD, so if you click buy or sell, it will actually open it or open a trade on Euro USD. Alright, so at the moment you can see the market's moving down. I'm just going to take a trade, but that doesn't mean this one's going to be profitable because I didn't actually put any analysis into this one. This is just for the example. So as you can see, you've got two options. You've got sell and buy, and you'll see there are two different prices in the sell and buy. The reason for that is that the way a broker makes their money is they actually charge you a very small commission per trade, very much like a bank does. For instance, if you go and buy dollars at the bank, they'll charge you more for the dollars than when you sell it to them. That's how they make their profit. And in the same way, how a broker makes the profit is by charging you a small fee. So you'll see when you buy, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than when you sell. And that's called the spread. And that's, like I said, how the broker makes their money or their commission. The good thing about this is that the commission gets taken immediately, so you don't actually get an invoice at the end of the month. It's all real time. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to open a sell trade. Now, before I do that, let's just quickly go through what a sell trade and what a buy trade is. A sell trade means that you think the market is going to move downwards. If it does move downwards and you have a sell trade, you actually make profit. So unlike share markets, you can actually short sell. So you can make profit in a downward moving market. This is a very, very big advantage when it comes to times like a recession, because currency traders actually can make a lot of money during a recession as well. Alright, so I'm just going to click on sell. Alright, so when I do that, you'll see there's a disclaimer that comes up, and it asks, are you sure that you want to activate one-click trading? And if you click I accept, then nothing would have happened. It will just, you'll have to do it again. So let's just go click on sell. Alright, as you can see, there's a green line that appeared when I clicked sell. Now this green line shows you where you actually placed your trade. So if the market moves, when I say the market, I mean these candles. If they actually move beyond this point in a downwards direction, you'll start making profit because you've opened a sell trade, which means you believe the market will go down. Alright, So it's as easy as that to actually open a trade. At the bottom, make sure your tab here that you've chosen is on trade. Then you can actually see that trade moving up and down as the market moves. So this is all real time. The market is open 24 hours a day for 5 days of the week. So you can actually open a trade at any time and watch it as it moves up and down. Also, just note every trade will start in a small loss. That is because the broker takes the spread immediately. So it's not unusual, or there's nothing wrong if it starts in a small loss. That just means you've already paid your commission on that trade, and that you'll just wait for it to move through the line. As you can see, my trade at the moment is moving in the wrong direction because I'd opened a sell trade, which meant that I believe the market would move down. At the moment, it's moving up, and therefore my loss is increasing. If it does come down, I will actually make a profit. Alright, so you can actually watch this go up and down. You don't have to close it. It'll go into profit or loss. As long as you leave it in here, it stays in the market. It means you haven't banked anything. As soon as you close your trade, you've banked it and you're out of the market. You've closed your trade. So what I'm going to do is, you'll see there's an X on the right hand side of the trade. So yes, it is in loss now, but just for the example, I'm just going to show you how to close the trade. So I'm going to click the X, and there you go. You'll see the green line is gone. That means we've banked our loss. And under account history, you'll see here, it's the last one over here. It's minus $2.35 that we have banked. So we've actually lost that from our account. So let's just do an opposite trade again. So as you can see, you can put in a buy trade as well. Just click on buy, and there you go. You see the green line again. You see again it's started in a small loss. So let's leave this. Let's see if this one runs into profit, and then we'll close it in profit. There you go, 45 US cents in profit. Just click the X, and there it's closed it. So account history, you'll come here. There you go. It was at 40 cents US cents profit. So that's about 4 Rand profit when we closed it. Now, obviously, you can wait a much longer time than this. You can wait forever until you close your trade. This is just for the example. There's no limit to how long you can hold a trade for. You can hold it for years, or you can hold it for seconds. So that doesn't matter. This is just purely for the example. Alright, so that's as easy as buying and selling. Just remember, selling means you believe the market will move down, buying means it will move up, and to bank your profits, you close your trade. Alright, so from here, what I'm going to show you is how to set your take profit and your stop loss. Alright, so let's open another buy. Just click on the buy. You see there's your green line, there's your trade at the bottom. Right, so now once you've seen this green line, what you need to do is basically protect your position. So what a stop loss is it's like a safety net. It is something that protects you from losing your whole account. You can actually decide how much you're willing to risk per trade, and setting your stop loss won't totally stop your losses, but it will stop you from losing a lot of money if the trade does go against you. Alright, and it's very, very important to trade with a stop loss. So as you can see, there's my buy trade, which means if I bought, I believe the market will go up, and therefore if the market doesn't go up, it goes down, I'm going to go into a loss. But to stop me from going into a large loss, what I place is a stop loss. So if you go to the green line and just hover your mouse, click down and drag, you'll see there's a red line that appears. Okay, so you can move this red line as far as you like, and then just leave the mouse, and then you'll see there is a red line that appears. Right, that red line is your stop loss. So what I've done here is, when this price actually reaches that red line, it will automatically close your trade. In the case of a stop loss, it will be in a loss, but let's say the market runs and continues running down from here, it means you've got out early and that you've avoided making large losses. And then, of course, always you could always sell from there and take advantage of the downward moving market. All right, so that's as easy as that. Now, on the other side is your take profit. That means it's your profit target, which you can set. So you can set your profit target by doing the same thing. Just click and move it upwards on a buy trade, leave it, and there you go. There's your take profit. This is where you've set your target and your stop loss. So you can see it here, stop loss and take profit. So again, a take profit, when it reaches your target, it will close it and it will close your trade in a profit without you having to go and close manually. Right, even if you've set your take profit and stop loss, you can close your trade at any time by just clicking on the X. That will just remove the trade, so you don't have to wait till it reaches one of these levels. What is quite helpful with this is if once you've set your take profit and stop loss, you can actually close your MetaTrader, because these are orders that are placed with the broker. So when it reaches this level, it will close your trade automatically, whether you connect it to the internet or not. Alright, so that's opening a trade, closing a trade, setting your take profit and stop loss. It's as simple as that. It works the same for every instrument. Now, for the next part, what we're going to show you is how do you decide when to buy and when to sell using a set of indicators we call our trading system. Alright, so looking at our trading system, how to install it is actually very, very simple. Just have a look at the icon right at the end of the toolbar that says templates. It's this one over here. Just click on it, scroll down to MetaTrader, just click MetaTrader, and you will see all sorts of funny lines and things appear. Right, so the different lines you see here are for different time frames. So I'm just going to remove some of them for now, not to confuse anyone. So I'm just going to let us just be left with the yellow line. Now the yellow line is for the 1 hour time frame. We've got different lines for different time frames. What you're seeing here is called a GAN line. It's at GAN levels, which is basically support and resistance levels. And the way we trade this is actually very, very simple. Now, if you were unable to find MetaTrader when clicking here, it means that there was a problem with your installation, or you had not gone through the installation of the trading system. If you need assistance with this, just let us know. We will be glad to assist you with this. We might just need you to download a program called TeamViewer, and then we can just log in and assist you in installing this. It does sometimes have a small glitch here or there depending on your operating system. Alright, so what we're looking at here is these are your candles. That's your normal price as you had before. It's just different colors now, but what we really want to focus on here is actually this yellow line. Alright, so what the yellow line shows you is support and resistance levels. So what we want to do is when the yellow line, when the candles cross this yellow line, for instance, as they have done here, so they were at the bottom of the yellow line, they've crossed to the top, we want to put in a buy trade. Alright, so in this case we would have bought over there, and then we would have waited till the price had gone up, and we would have taken our profit. The importance of the yellow line here is not just when it crosses. When it's already finished crossing, again, just the example, the price has come from below, crossed to the top, so we would take a buy trade just at that point, not afterwards. Just after it's crossed, we would take a trade. Your stop loss level would be where the yellow line is at that specific time. So as I showed you, you just click on or just hold your mouse on the green line, and then you just drag this level. So obviously it doesn't match exactly with our example trade now because it's not giving us a signal, but you would put your stop loss at the yellow line over there. Alright, So just to show you what we would have seen at that point, we would have seen, okay, here the line is crossed, and we would have only seen a small piece of the yellow line. And we would have dragged it from the opening point to make our stop loss on the yellow line. So your stop loss will always be on your yellow line. Once you've set it, you can leave it. Alright, so as you can see, the next trade over here will probably be a sell trade, because the price at the moment, or the candles at the moment, are at the top. If they cross to below this yellow line, we would sell, and again the stop loss would be on the yellow line. The stop loss would be above, because your loss would be in an upwards direction if you have sold, and your profit would be in a downwards direction. Alright, so unfortunately, obviously we can't force the market to give us a signal right now, but that is pretty much how the system works. So again, just to recap, let's take this example over here. At this time, the candles or the market was above the yellow line. It crossed the yellow line to be below it, and you would have entered a sell trade over here, and you would have put your stop loss on the yellow line, and then your profit would have been in a downwards direction. Now the take profit, we generally don't put a take profit unless you have a full-time job or so on, where you can't actually watch the market. If you do have a full-time job and you can't really get to your charts all the time, if you want to open your trade and basically just set everything, what you can do is you'll open your trade, you'll set your stop loss, and then your take profit you will set at 20, roughly about 20 to 30 pips. Now, how do you know how much that is, or how do you measure that? Let's just take this as an example here, where the price crossed from below the yellow line to the top. We would have taken our trade roughly where it is now. We would have taken our stop loss and put it on the yellow line just below where you took the trade. And then the take profit, note here, if you move your take profit, can you see there it says, it gives you all sorts of information to the left of the line, and there it says 223 pips. That's actually 223 points. So what you want to set it here to is between 20, which is in this case 200, to 300. Alright, okay, so let's put it in the middle of that, to 250. You want to set your take profit there, and there you go. So your take profit has been set to 25 pips, and as you can see, that would have been a winning trade if we had traded like that. Your stop loss would have kept your trade safe, your take profit would have taken you out over there. Now obviously it's difficult to sit in front of your computer all the time just to watch when the price crosses the yellow line, and that is what our SMS service is for. So every time the price crosses the yellow line on a number of instruments, you will receive an SMS to tell you that that has happened. It will tell you the instrument. So for instance, it will say a potential sell trade on Euro USD, and you can just go open the Euro USD. You can look at the chart and you can decide to trade or not. And so we send you that SMS to help you, in order for you not to have to sit in front of the computer all the time. We actually do that for you, so you can basically carry on with life. And then when you do get the SMS, you can open your chart, you can set your trade, and you can carry on with whatever you're doing. Now, as I said before, you can close your trade at any time, and it doesn't have to reach either of these levels, but it is wise to let it run its course. But if the price moves very quickly in your direction, you can close it at any time. Again, just to recap on the close, all you do is you click the X, and then it will close your trade, and then you can go to your account history, and you'll see all your trades that you've closed over there. So let's say you've set a few trades with take profit and stop loss, and you come back and they're closed. You can actually go and to your trade history or your account history to see if they're closed in profit or loss. Alright, so That's basically our trading system. Now, there is one thing I haven't actually touched on, and that's your volumes. If you click down here, you'll see where the sell and buy is. You'll see there's a small number in between. Now, that is the amount that you'll be trading. Now, just to give you a guide, you do not want to be trading more than zero point 0.1 for every $1,000 that you have in your account. So let's say you've got $500, which is the minimum to start trading with. You'll actually start trading with 0.05 as it is at this moment. You'll open all your trades like that. But on your demo account, you can play around with this volume just to see what sort of profits and losses it would give you if you do make trades both in profit and loss. So basically, that's how our system works. It looks very simple. It does take some getting used to. But what I need you to do is, if you did skip some parts of the manual, definitely go through your risk management and your psychology, and go through that in detail, because you will find yourself in those type of situations while trading, and especially while trading your own money. You'll see trading on a demo obviously is quite easy, because it's not your money going up and down. It's just dummy money. But when you do start actually trading with your own money, it can become quite an emotional experience, because you make money, then you're ecstatic, you lose money, then you're depressed. Just go through the manual, just see what not to do, what to do. It's quite important to keep yourself quite level-headed and calm while trading. And a very good thing is to actually set your trades and just walk away and come back later and to see what has happened in your in your trading history or in your account history. So that's basically the trading part from us. Obviously, if you have started trading a bit on demo, you will have some questions. You're welcome to contact us at any time. The best place to contact us is through our email, which is support@markettrader.co.za. So yes, having said that, you can phone us, but I'm not always available to assist, as I am watching the market and trading myself as well. All right, have a very good day, and we will be speaking to you soon.